skies, God spoke to Moses, strong and wise. Count my people tribe by tribe, each one matters, each alive. From Reuben's tents to Judah's line, every name was called in time. Not just numbers, not just tallies, but families loved through dusty valleys. Counted by name, remembered by God, every step they walked, every road they trod. From the young to strong who stood to fight, they were counted in love in God's clear sight. Who was counted? The children of Israel. How many times? Twice in the story we tell. Once at the start of the desert way, when hope was bright and hearts would pray, and once again near the promised land, a brand new generation would stand. Counted by name, remembered by God, through wandering years and the testing rod. Though some passed on and some were new, God's promise stayed faithful and true. Those who left Egypt, strong and grown, did not all reach the land they'd known, but their children rose brave and strong to carry the promise all along. Different faces, the numbers changed, but God's great plan was never rearranged. Numbers teaches us this clear truth: God sees the many and the youth. Each life matters, everyone, from the smallest child to the tallest son. We're not forgotten, we're not lost, no matter the desert, no matter the cost. If God could count them long ago, He knows our names, we know it's so. Counted by name, remembered by God, held in His care wherever we trod. From Moses' camp to today's song, we belong, we belong, we belong. Haunted, no. I got guilted, love, God. Heights move like footsteps on desert sand. A journey begins at God's command. At Mount Sinai the people stayed, where God's great covenant was made. Cloud by day and fire by night, God led them onward by His light. The trumpet sounded, the camp arose, through rocky paths where the dry wind blows. From holy mountain, hearts set free, they followed God's geography. From Sinai to the promised land, God led them all by His own hand, through desert roads and valleys wide. The Lord was faithful as their guide. They marched through places dry and bare, barrens wild and open air. They camped and moved, they rested too. Each stopping place God clearly knew. 12 were sent to spy the land, Canaan rich and wide and grand, with grapes so large and fields so fair, a land of promise waited there. From Sinai to the promised land, every mile was in God's plan. Though fear and doubt slowed their pace, they never left His guiding grace. Some hearts feared giants, They forgot God had led them long, so years passed by in desert space, learning trust and learning grace. Around Edom's land they walked, through Moab's plains the people talked. Every road, both near and far, was marked beneath God's guiding star. Near Jordan's edge they stood at last, looking back on journeys past. Across the river lay the land, promised long by God's own hand. Mountains, valleys, rivers, plains, God remembered all their pains. From Sinai's height to Canaan's door, they learned what wonderland was for. From Sinai to the promised land, faith was shaped in desert sand. Through every place and every mile, God led his people all the while. Every step, every place, led by God in time and space.
A low chord hums like a desert sigh, waiting for mercy drawing nigh. God led his people day and night, with cloud by day and fire bright. He gave them bread from heaven above, a daily sign of faithful love. But hearts grew tired and trust grew thin. They doubted God and turned within. They asked for signs they'd already seen, forgot the God who'd always been. Faithful still, the Lord remained, though his people complained and strayed. When faith was weak and hope ran low, God stayed with them, he did not go. They grumbled in the desert heat about the water, about the meat. They feared the land God promised true, though he had proven what he could do. They tested God, they turned away, yet God was patient every day. Not quick to anger, slow to leave, still calling them to trust and believe. Faithful still, the Lord remained, through every test and every strain. When hearts rebelled and fear took hold, God's mercy never grew cold. Some were stopped by unbelief, some learned lessons hard and deep. The desert years were not in vain, they shaped the people through the pain. God is holy, just and true, but mercy flows in all he'll do. Yeah. Numbers teaches us this truth. God stays near, he doesn't move. When we fail and when we fall, God is faithful through it all. He disciplines, but still he cares. He hears his children's honest prayers. Even when our faith is small, God remains our all in all. Faithful still, forever true. God keeps promises he makes to you. Through doubt and fear and wandering days, the Lord is worthy of our praise. speaks of wonders found by those who seek. And 12 were sent to search the land, Canaan wide, just as God planned. They saw rich fields and cities tall, clusters of grapes and strong walls. Some returned with fearful eyes, saw only giants in disguise. But who said God will lead us through? The promise spoken still stands true. Stories in the wilderness, lessons taught through faith and test. When fear is loud and trust feels small, God's truth stands strong through it all.
The people questioned whom God chose, so God gave proof for all to know. Before the ark, one rod would stand from each tribe across the land. By morning light, a wonder showed, Aaron's rod with life bestowed. Buds and blossoms, almonds too, a sign of who God called and knew.
Stories in the wilderness, God makes clear what He has blessed, not by noise or human pride, but by His power shown inside. A prophet had to curse God's way, tried to speak what kings would pay, but God spoke truth through word and sign, even through a donkey's lie. Each curse turned into blessing bright. God protected Israel's sight. No spell or scheme could break His care. God's promises stood firm and fair. Through spies and rods and spoken word, God's faithful voice was always heard. When people doubted, feared, or failed, God's greater purpose still prevailed. These stories teach us how to see a God of truth and sovereignty. What He has promised He will do. His plans are good, His word is true. Stories in the wilderness, faith refined through every test. From fear to faith, from doubt to sight, God turns the dark into His light. The journey ends, the lesson stays. Trust the Lord in